John Lennon famously stirred controversy back in the 1960s by claiming the Beatles were more popular than Jesus. On December 8th, it will be 40 years since Lennon was murdered at the age of 40, and he was killed in New York City, in a country where the Beatles had such a huge impact. But what would Lennon have made of 7 guys from the other side of the world who've become the first group since the Beatles to have 5 consecutive albums make it onto America's coveted Billboard 200 list? I am, of course, referring to BTS. And the recent milestones don't stop there. We've also learned this week that the Korean supergroup's new song, Life Goes On, has become the first predominantly Korean language single to top the Billboard Hot 100, as well as being the fastest act since the Beatles to record their first 3 number ones. BTS is now the first and only group in history with multiple number 1 debuts on the Hot 100, as Billboard tweeted. It's understandable then that music critics would be drawing comparisons between BTS and the Beatles. Music technology and production may have evolved significantly since the Beatles, producing a sound that can't really be compared, not to mention the way people consume music and talk about it on social media. But the way BTS have stormed America and the global music scene has got everybody taking notice. Naturally, we can't ask John Lennon's opinion, but his fellow Beatle Paul McCartney did offer his during a recent appearance on the podcast Smartless.
BTS, the Korean guys. I like watching them, seeing what's going on, and I think they're good. I guess.
And BTS have played up to the comparison from their side, both breaking into Hey Jude while appearing on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert last year, and being introduced in the style of the Beatles' appearance on The Ed Sullivan Show in 1964. While McCartney's offered his stamp of approval, we might finish with some words from Lennon that apply today and may help explain the cultural impact of BTS. He once said music reflects the state that society's in. And that's interesting because BTS have reached this latest peak in their ongoing story during the year that COVID-19 struck. BTS member Jin even admitted in an interview that he felt the past year had been spent in confusion and in emptiness, and that they tried to honestly put that sentiment in the album. The group's hoping the album offers some comfort, and no doubt they will continue to do so for their vast army of fans. And, as with the Beatles, it also seems certain they'll be remembered for decades to come.